Hi, Steve.
Hello.
Oh, hold on. My volume is too low. Hold on.
Yeah, we're just trying to adjust it before it gets to 10.
I know. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. How are you too?
I'm all right. I'm just getting ready. I'm running late.
I know. Don't worry. You're not going to be late. Congratulations.
Wow, congratulations. It's your day today.
Well, thank you very much. I heard the good news.
Oh, you heard that mine went through.
Yes.
Who is hosting it? I would like a recording of this, please.
Don't worry. I'm going to send it across.
Yeah, because I've got some friends from my workplace, and so I would like to. I put it on the group. Did Mavis tell you we might have a big number coming?
She did.
All right. I hope they will manage to log in, because some of them were interested, but because of the time, it's like working time. It's business hours.
I know. That is why I told Mavis that we'll try to compress it, because an event during working days is different from when we organize during weekends.
Yeah, it would have been great if it was like after work or weekend,
That's correct.
All right, let me just finish. I'll be back with you.
Okay, it's all right. Thank you very much.
Yes, wish you all the best.
Oh, thank you. I'm just testing the equipment.
So what did you want to do?
Okay. Yeah, we're on now. Yes.
All right. You started recording, yeah?
Yes.
That's good. That's great. Right. Do we have our panelists? I think they are the ones I'm more worried about, actually. Let me have a look. So we got CB, yeah, we got Reverend Kira here. Yes, that's good. That's one of the presenters.
Hello, I'm just working on something. I'll join in when everybody's coming.
Oh, that's wonderful. You're welcome. I just got you in.
Welcome, my sister Charity.
Okay, I will join.
Yeah, I know you keep your time.
So can we start now, or maybe wait a little bit?
I just wait 1 minute until 5 past, and then we can start. We can.
Oh,
just.
I've forgotten that Africans will have our own time. We don't keep to the global time. We always have some plus or minus.
We need to change from that one. We need to change. Right. So it's now 4 past. Give it 1 more minute, and then we can start. We can start with the introductions, and then people can come in as we are giving introductions.
Yes.
And yeah, because otherwise we'll be waiting forever. So how are you, Stephen?
Well, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How are you too?
You're working hard.
Well, you know, it's the normal routine. We just have to fight it, you know.
Yeah, because we can never get to find you. Stevie was saying, oh, I texted Stephen. I sent a message. I said, Stephen is a busy man.
Round the clock,
he, he works round the clock.
I tell you. You know, when we have to incorporate a charity work together with our normal day-to-day with family, and then with African family, and it's just a handful.
Yeah, it is a handful. I was speaking to our founder about that as well, that, you know, this charity thing where we don't get paid the staff and everything, it makes the whole thing difficult, because we really, really want to be there for our community. But then if you are not getting paid, you need to think of your bills, you need to think of your rent, you need to think of your family and everything. So yeah, I did talk about that. Right, I think it's now time we can start. Everyone else can come in as we talk. So who do we have here? Oh, we actually have 9 people now in the conversation. Right, so let's start with the introductions. I can see we have our panelists there. CB, can you introduce yourself, please?
Are you talking to CB?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is she? She's on mute. She's got 2 gadgets on, but yeah. Hi, CB. Well, let me start myself. Let me start by introducing myself. So my name is Mavis Mundiro, and I run 2 organizations. I run 2 organizations. I've got an organization, a storytelling organization called Power of the Mind Networks, and I also run a support group for widows called Widows of Substance. So those are the 2 organizations that I run, and I'm gonna be talking about them, about the work that we do with them, about what help is needed out there, and you know what people can do, you know, to actually make their lives a bit manageable and better. Right, I can see Nora has said that she's here but she can't talk. Welcome, Nora, to the conversation. We also have Busi. Busi, do you wanna introduce yourself?
Busi has to unmute.
Busi, you are on mute.
She needs to unmute.
Right. Busi is on mute. You see me?
Yeah, I mean to say, let her unmute.
All right. Have you sent a message?
Yes, I've asked her to unmute.
Okay, that's fine. Busi, we're waiting for you when you are ready, my dear.
Busi longer, right? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you send a message?
Yes. I asked her to unmute.
All right. Whilst waiting for her, we can go to the next person. I can see Margaret is here. Margaret, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I'm Margaret. I have a group known as Indian Initiative. It's a voluntary organization which deals mostly with working with the BMAs suffering from mental health. So we support them so that they can shake off that stigma.
Mhm.
Yes, and we do all sorts of things anyway. So in a nutshell, I'm a director of Inini Initiative.
All right. Welcome, my sister Margaret, to our conversation, our community conversation. We hope we're gonna learn more about what we do after the presenters have put a section for question and answer in comments. So we hope to learn more about your group and the support that you give, so that in case other people really want the type of support you give, they can come to you. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you.
I can see we got Reverend Chanakira. Can you join me? Can you come and introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Reverend Charity Madenyika Chanakira. I am the founder of Widows of Virtue, Thriving After Trauma. So I'll be talking a little bit about it later, but we are excited to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you, my sister Charity. We work together with my sister Charity in a lot of things that we do. She supports widows, I support widows as well. So I think we got a common cause. So that's why we are always together. Welcome. And we look forward to hearing what you're gonna talk to us about. Stephen, you need to introduce yourself as well.
Yeah, I'm Stephen. Stephen Tonte. I'm one of the team member of a field extension mission, for which we shall be speaking and looking at trauma relief today. Our trust or charity is aimed at addressing poverty in Bame community, and of course eliminating stereotype. Okay, what appears when they talk about poverty or communities affected by COVID and all sort of things that are negative, they always look on Bame communities, which sometimes is being exaggerated by media. So sometimes while we're struggling to address the concerns that exist, which is poverty, and of course in COVID, we're trying to address some of the loopholes that we find, which is like taking care of families with disabled children, and of course disabled people and the elderly. That's why we are actually focused on now. But our primary objective is actually to address poverty in Bame community, which has led to so many stuff, so many things that are happening within families today. Mental health, divorce, separation, children going into social services and so on. And of course, also raising awareness and reawakening to actually make us know who we are, because our history is not being told. Our history is being told by strangers. We need to, as time goes on, learn to know our own history. We don't let people tell us who we are. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Stephen, I've worked with you for quite some time now. I know you're very passionate about Bame community issues, and I have actually learned a lot from you. And I think we learn from each other, bouncing off ideas and that sort of thing. So I think we have, Nora said she can't introduce herself. Sibi, can you introduce yourself, please? Yeah, we can't see you properly, my sister CB. I think you need to lower your gadgets so that, yeah, something like that.
Okay, hi, I'm CB. I work for the mental health, and I just started a community project supporting people who are struggling with anxiety and depression using CBT coping skills. So I'll be talking about that during the meeting.
Thank you so much and welcome, my sister CB. I've worked with CB for quite some time as well. I'm really excited about CB because for CB to start an organization, it was me who actually first gave her all the tools that she needed. So I'm excited. It's nice to see your babies grow and it's really exciting. I'm happy to see you, CB, and welcome to the.
Thank you. Thank you as well for inviting me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Right. So far I think we have introduced almost everyone, isn't it? Almost everyone. Is there anyone I left out?
Yeah, I think Busi Lunga has not yet come on, even though she's on here. Let me ask her to unmute.
Right. Busi, please can you introduce yourself so we can go into the meeting? Anyway, she can introduce herself as we go along. Whenever you are ready, my sister Busi, you can always just put a comment in the chat to say you want to introduce yourself. I'll give you a chance to do that. But for now, we want to start, we want to move on so that people have got things to go and do, and it's a Friday. Well, it's not a normal Friday. If it's a normal Friday, we're going out to the pub or whatever. But now, it's a different Friday altogether, but yeah. So I'm going to be the first speaker, actually. I'm going to speak about Power of the Mind networks and what we do and the people that we support. So Power of the Mind is a storytelling platform that is there to encourage social inclusion amongst people who live in the same community or in the global network as we are. So that is what we really want to do. We want to encourage people to get along together, to get those people who are out there who feel isolated to come out and be sharing their experiences and whatever they're going through. Because at Power of the Mind, we believe that through sharing of your experiences, we can be able to combat loneliness, and it can be done as a sort of a therapeutic exercise where you find healing through saying your story, where after saying your story you feel like you've taken back your power and you are able to move on from wherever you were. And then it's also a way of inspiring other people. When you tell your stories and you, whatever you've gone through, you inspire other people and you also motivate other people. And it's also a way of bringing social awareness. Like we talk about different social issues like domestic violence, widowhood, whatever, disability, whatever. And through sharing your experiences as a person going through these challenges, it makes other people come out, and you can also form communities of people who are facing the same challenge. And through forming these communities, you can be able to share strategies or coping strategies or tips on how to move on with your challenge. So this is what we used to do. That's the main thing that we used to do. But with the coming of COVID-19, we've had to change to adapt ourselves to the current needs of our community, to the current needs of our members. So under the Power of the Mind, we've run five projects that I can say at hand. So we have run the first project. The first project, we ran it from April to July. It was a hot meals project where we're going out and giving out meals, shopping for foodstuffs, cooking them, and then going and giving them out to the community. And then we also ran a befriending project where we had volunteers with phones, and they were phoning and befriending people. There were so many lonely people then. You find that because it was something that happened drastically, a lot of people felt isolated and that sort of thing. So we were running a befriending service. And then we have also been running mental health workshops from time to time, actually every month or twice every month. And we have also run food parcels project. From last year in August up to present, we've been running a food parcels project. So because of these, all these activities and projects that we've done, we've come in contact with a lot of people from our community. We've been collecting stories and their narratives and their, what they are going through this COVID-19 pandemic. What we found from our beneficiaries is there are many reasons why they actually need the food parcel. There is the group of elderly people who need a constant supply of food. You know that the elderly have been told to shield. Last year, they were shielding for the whole year. They are still shielding up to now. They can't go out shopping or getting any food stuff. So that is the reason why they need our support to get the foodstuffs. They do have family. Most of them, they do have kids here who are here, but kids have moved away to far away places. And because of this tier system, we have people who are told that you are in tier 4, you can't go to tier 3, you can't go to tier, and you can't maneuver. So we are the people who are there, who are on the ground, who are able to actually help them. Some of them have got underlying health issues, and they require our constant, a constant supply of medication, that sort of thing. This is also what we're doing for them in the community. Some of our beneficiaries have actually caught COVID. They have been COVID-19 patients, and they've been asked to isolate, so they can't go out to go shopping or do anything. So we have to be there to support them. And some of them, after coming out of that COVID-19 illness, they lose their confidence, like to want to go out to shopping and doing all sorts of stuff. So for them to take those baby steps and take their time, we are there to actually provide the service of taking foodstuffs to them until they are confident enough to come out. And then the third reason is that of poverty. Some have lost their jobs. We have people who have been doing cleaning jobs who can't go into people's houses anymore because of government guidelines. And then we also have in work poverty, where people are going for work, but the amount of money they are getting is not enough. They've got large families, the money is not enough. And this is impacting us greatly as the Bame community, in the context that's why they always talk of high mortality in our community, because our people, because they earn very little money, they need to put in a lot of hours for them to be able to actually make ends meet. But then this is impacting badly because they are exposed, they are too much to COVID-19 wherever they are key worker staff, and they are overexposed. And then again, because they put in all them hours, they actually this actually affects their immune system, in the context that they don't give themselves enough rest, and any infection or the virus can easily now attack them. So that is the other reason why we have this. And then we have widowed. We have had an increase, a drastic increase in the number of people joining our widows group. A lot of them have lost their husbands recently. They need a lot of support in the context, in the form of their mental health, because they are grieving and finding closure and that sort of thing. And then with the pandemic, the other problem is that they can't mourn the traditional way that we are used to. Where in our culture, you have people coming to your house and mourning with you and staying with you, keeping you company and that sort of thing. But under COVID-19, all this has gone away and they can't do it. So you find that these are some of the challenges that we've actually identified in our beneficiaries, in our community, our Bame community. And we have been working, like we've said, we've done mental health workshops, we've done exercises for elderly, we are doing food parcels, but a lot more still needs to be done for our community to actually thrive. So this is my presentation, ladies and gentlemen. I'll leave it here. For comments, questions, and what have you, just leave it until the fourth speaker has spoken, and then we'll give a time for question and answers. Thank you very much. Is Margaret here though?
Margaret is here.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Margaret, can you take over, please?
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to talk on this wonderful day. Today is a Friday, and usually Fridays people go to the pubs and do that. But today has been chosen as a special Friday for us to talk about our what is happening in our communities. I am here representing our organization, Men Also Do Matter Too. This is we in this organization we believe that every man starts as a boy. Nobody starts as a man. And who raised the boy? It's two people or sometimes one. When the other one is decided, well, something is made the two to separate. So that's why we have this mantra says, every man starts as a boy. So what do we do in Men Also Do Matter Too? This is somewhere where we support men on their relationship issues and who are struggling to cope with family issues. We provide men with emotional support by being a listening ear without judging them, without labeling them. And also we provide a non-biased environment which allow a choice to have anonymity if needed. We also to let men know and understand that men also do matter too. Why men also do matter too? It's because usually when there is a separation or when there is a issues in the family, men are always the ones to be blamed. So we found that it's not in all the cases where men are at fault. Sometimes it's the other side. But the label has just gone, men are like that. It's men. So we are up here to say, yes, in some cases, yes. But in some cases, they are the victim. So that's what we are doing in this organization. We are trying to empower men to build their self-worth, to reduce suicides, to reduce family separation, to enable men to take responsibility of their family by being present fathers and good role models to their families. What have we done so far during this pandemic? We have been having sessions every 6 weeks. We have sessions. The first session was about men's mental health. We were discussing how men were coping and can cope in their relationships. And in the second session, we had a topic called Men's Perspective of Europe. Here we were mainly focusing on men who had just left Africa and come into the UK. Their perception of UK, we found that is contributing to the issues they are having, the issues they are struggling to look after their families, leading to separation, leading to men struggling, and leading to us saying men also do matter too. It's the way people are brought up in Africa. Men have got special roles, women have got special roles. We come here, we find that no, roles are not specialized to anybody. roles in the family are shared. So this is one thing which we also found that men were telling us that I'm being told to do this. Yes, this is where you are now. This is what happens. We also had a session where we were talking about ways of coping during lockdown. In this session, we talked about we are locked now. This pandemic, COVID-19, has told people that you're going to be in the houses. You're not going to go anywhere. And even the house, even if the house is as big as Leicestershire or Northamptonshire or the whole of London, if two people who live in there are not at the same page, that house becomes so small and so tiny because you'll be rubbing shoulders and you won't be understanding each other. So this is what we have also done. So what from that session, it came out that we needed to say, oh, how do you cope then? This lockdown is causing all these problems. So how do you cope? We find that the only thing was to help people to understand each other. Then we came out with a topic called lack of tantrum leads to lack of tantrums leads to tantrums and domestic violence. We find that if people understood each other, if people could see where each other is coming from, they wouldn't have any violence in the house. So we find that the pandemic, the COVID-19, has forced people into living together, where somebody will be going to work and someone will be going to watch football at the pub. Pubs are closed, work is closed, so you have to stay in there, and it also affects income in some cases. So all these things. And what we have also offered is motivation. We've had people who have come to talk to us. They've said we have offered motivation. We helping people to understand that to save their families and to live well, and you need to have motivation. And we also talked about relationships, how to save their relationship and what to prioritize. And we also talked about consistency and simplicity. I think my time is up.
Yeah, ma'am, please, I just wish to announce that it would appears our network will go off after in 5 minutes. If that happens, please, you log back. I don't know what's happening.
Do you not have a one that's subscribed?
No, ma'am, I just have the normal one.
Oh my goodness me, you should have told me. We have our one for Power of the Mind, which can run for hours and on end, but because we've already started, we will just have to make.
Please, if it goes off, you relog back, please. I'm sorry about this.
All right. Okay, yes. That's fine. Okay. That's all right. Yeah. Thank you very much, Margaret. Lack of tantrics leads to tantrums.
Tantrums, yeah. It couldn't come out clearly there.
Yeah. Now it's a bit clearer. Thank you so much for the support you are giving to men. I'm also super excited about Margaret because this is another brainchild of mine and I want to see it thrive. I want my baby to grow. So thank you very much, Margaret, for that. We go on to Stevie now.
Yeah, please go to another person. Let me try to see if I can set if I can set the +1, please. Let somebody speak. Yeah.
All right. Is Chipo here?
Yes, I'm here. Good afternoon, ladies.
Right, Chipo. You can go now, my dear.
Thank you, everyone, for giving Titanium support this platform to speak this afternoon. This is a very difficult time for everyone in our communities, but with the support we are giving each other, it's amazing how much we've been able to keep our spirits high. No matter how difficult things are, as long as you know that there's someone who can hold your hand, it just makes it feel better. So Titanium Support supports people with learning disabilities. That's our main goal. But due to COVID-19, we had to look further and look for more funding from the community national funding to be able to support most people from the Black ethnic minority, irregardless of learning disabilities or not. The fact being that most people live alone, and that makes out to be able to get food, cooked food and food parcels. So Titanium Support Services has been working really, really hard in the Northamptonshire area, reaching out to those people who are isolating or who are actually feeling unwell. This is achieved through phone calls, word of mouth, because we are a community which shares everything, like knowing how everyone is keeping up. We also have a website, www.Titanium Support Services, and we are also reachable on Facebook. So what you do if you need help with food parcels or with hot meals, you make a referral. We respond as quick as we can. But it has come out so that some people do not just need food, whether food parcels or hot meals, they needed other bereavement services due to the long illnesses, due to deaths. So in that case, that's when we work alongside other charity organizations within Northampton, as has just been mentioned by Mavis, that, you know, we help each other a lot. So we make those referrals to other services. Then people can actually get the service, and we keep checking on each other. So thank you very much, Community Fund, for the support, and thank you, Power of the Mind, and all the other charity organizations which are working with Titanium Support. Together as a community, we can beat this COVID, the loneliness, everything which is caused distress. As long as we support each other, we'll win. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kipo. That was sweet and short. That's really, really nice, Kipo. You are doing a fantastic job. I see your pictures on Facebook on what you're doing, going around shopping and delivering food parcels, delivering hot meals. Well done for whatever you're doing. We are always here as Power of the Mind to support you. If you need to bounce off any ideas, please come forward and then just bounce off your ideas, and we'll go on like that. Stephen?
Yes?
Tipo is done.
Why don't we log out and log in, because there's only 1 minute left?
Yes, let's log out and log in. You're right. That'll be the best.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that idea.
You can close the meeting, then we can log in again.
Okay, that's right.
Please come back. We haven't finished.